So did you see that? What the fitness from Layne last Friday?
Oh yeah, his video about Dave Asprey.
Yeah,
It
I
was
guess that's I guess Dave Asprey is the real reason why he did what the fitness to begin with.
yeah
Or at least I think he said so in that video.
yeah, Dave Asprey is a common victim of Layne Norton's uh, attacks
Yeah, well,
or
that's an interesting way to frame it.
or criticism.
Yeah,
Or is he even a victim?
is he a victim, or maybe are his followers?
I mean, when I look at Dave Asprey and I see his face and
He's not looking too hot.
he's not looking too hot.
We don't have to be mean, but
So maybe he is a victim, from all of Lane's attacks.
it's just
You,
the chronic stress of being ridiculed by Layne.
you can see it in his face. He's just just can't take it
He
anymore.
can't hang, man.
uh,
Yeah, but I don't know. I've never really watched much of Dave's stuff. I'm sure he's contributed very valuable things to the community. I mean, buttered coffee is tasty.
Super tasty.
Some people don't like drinking buttered coffee because of Dave Asprey, which I think is pretty ironic
Yeah,
and a shame because they're missing out. But I also get it. No disrespect to Dave.
Mr. Dave. I think his heart is he tries to be in the right place, but
Yeah.
a lot of things. He's like the original biohacker, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's supposed to be, right? Or
he's
at least that's
supposed
his
to
thing.
be. There probably are or more even earlier biohackers.
Whatever biohacking means. What is even biohacking?
I don't know. So yeah, basically, when you're saying biohacking, are you saying that your body is not perfect?
Hmm.
That sounds to me like you probably have some image issues right there.
Well,
some some confidence issues.
don't we all?
Yeah, to some degree.
Yeah. Yeah, what is even biohacking?
It's just a
Does it make
means.
does it make sense? Is carnivore a biohack?
No, it's just actually realizing what your body needs.
I'll tell you what a real biohack is. Plant foods.
Mm.
Surviving on suboptimal nutrition is a form of biohacking. It's the first ever biohack ever discovering you can survive off of suboptimal foods for long periods of time.
Yeah, so
You
yeah,
can survive off Play-Doh.
that's probably what they've been trying to do for the past 100 years. How can we feed people with the most amount of junk, and let's see just how much they live.
I believe so.
They just find out how much.
We don't have to believe so. I think we can demonstrably say so in the advent of agriculture in the last 10,000 years.
Yeah, thinking about cereals, how
Yeah,
that was introduced to human food as a human food.
yeah, the physical degeneration of human species,
Yeah,
soft teeth, soft bones, because of a lack of access to animal foods.
yeah. It's just to see how resilient the human body is. How much physically weaker can you make someone and still keep them alive,
Yeah,
so that they can pay their taxes, do their work.
because we don't want, because you don't want people to be so sick that they die right away. Yeah, you want them to,
You want
you want to farm them, right?
yeah,
It's basically a form of farming them.
farming humans.
It's the reason why they confine the cattle to these lots and just feed them absurd amounts of grain.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing to humans. That's what a city is, really.
Mm.
It's a feedlot.
Basically, yeah, much worse feedlot because
Yeah.
you're paying for rent.
Yeah, except cows give you milk and beef
Yeah.
and leather and organs. Humans give you like a BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
If you confine them,
They write articles.
they give you what else do they give you? Like
Software as a service. I mean,
sure, I was gonna say they'll come up with products like transgenderism. It's a product.
just further create chaos.
It's a product that some people buy.
Oh, that's
Oh man,
definitely one way to get attention.
canceled.
Cancel. Oh.
Anyways, let's get back to the topic.
Back to the topic on hand.
Dave Asprey. So Layne's attack on Asprey,
Yeah.
one of his many attacks, and he attacks people in this community. I don't want to say this community because I wouldn't consider us part of biohacking, like carnivore.
Mhm.
But he goes after like low carbers and biohackers and carnivore people.
He loves bashing on
He
carnivore
loves
people.
bashing on the carnivore zealots. Like, well, he's
I
never
hate
bashed, mind you, he's never bashed on Sean Baker, as far as I know.
Yeah, true.
But he has bashed on Paul Saladino and Liver King. He hates Liver King.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word hate freely, but I feel like Layne would openly say that he hates Liver King.
Yeah, definitely some strong feelings. You can see it
Strong
on his
feelings
face.
for sure. Yeah, strong feelings for sure. And to his credit, sometimes rightly so, because
Everything gets exaggerated.
yeah, everything gets exaggerated, and these people in the low carb, ancestral biohacking community, they have to say these things to get attention, right? Because they're playing the social media game.
The marketing
they're
stunts.
they are content creators, influencers. They're not actual professionals. Is that fair to say? You know what I'm trying to say. I mean,
yeah, their goal is to create content. That content doesn't really have to be. It has to provide some semblance of value.
yeah,
It must give the person the impression that they got something out of it.
yeah,
Doesn't matter if it was all fluff, smoke and mirrors, or some illusion and entertainment like a magician does.
yeah. Just as long as they can stay relevant.
Yeah.
But which, brings us to back to this video where Asprey's looking at oat milk,
Oh yeah. Oat
saying
milk.
like, "Oh my God, you're paying $6 over 20 cents worth of oats," and then Layne bashes him for his coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that pretty much about anything. Like, oh my God, this product is so overpriced because you're paying for the brand or whatever.
Yeah, all the plant-based products are definitely overpriced just because that's the image that it's been given. It's been given the image of healthy, even though it's likely not. It's not an optimal human food to drink watered down oats.
Yeah, certainly not. But it is trying to replace
It is trying to replace actual food.
actual human food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that we as a community, and I don't want to say we as a community to include Dave Asprey, but I'm just saying like us, carnivores, and just the priority is moving the needle in terms of like global health, just like general population health, and we have to be careful in how we shape the message so that it's scalable enough, but also not to make us look like we're a bunch of tinfoil hat lunatics.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that takes away from the important message of carnivore.
It takes away from the message, yeah, and it definitely detracts from like the main goal.
The main goal.
And instead, we get ridiculed by supposed experts. I don't actual,
normie defenders, I call them.
Yeah, the normie zealots.
Normie zealots.
Yeah, like Layne Norton.
Huge normie zealot.
Yeah, huge normie zealot. But to be fair, like he backs up what he says.
Yeah.
And not everyone does.
Yeah.
So you gotta take the good with the bad. I guess.
Yeah. Basically, you want someone that's solid, right? Not a crazy person trying to say good things, but also exaggerating things in the name of supporting a good thing.
Of the agenda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's a delicate balance to find, but it can be going overboard with it can be harmful. And I think Layne is right on this one, in terms of like criticizing Dave Asprey for his demonization of oat milk. Not that I think anyone should drink oat milk. Oats are horse food.
Fact.
Yeah, fact. They're horse food. Someone realized you can feed horse food to humans. That's why we eat oats. It's not because there's a magic food that some meta-analysis shows that it helps control insulin
Yeah.
regulation and improve metabolic outcomes. It's you're eating oats maybe in place of cake. Of
Yeah.
course oats are going to help.
Yeah.
Give cake to a horse. It's not gonna end up well for the horse either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't die right away.
Give the horse oats. Oats are gonna be the best food for the horse ever. So it's the same thing, and
Yeah.
what if you gave the humans lots of beef and eggs? Like I'm sure that would also be demonstrably beneficial.
Yeah.
But so one of the reasons Dave tells people not to eat oats is because of phytic acid present in the oats, which binds to the minerals and hinders their absorption of minerals like I think like zinc and iron and many others. I'm sure, just like other anti-nutrients found in plants, like the oxalates, um, which basically just hinder nutrient absorption.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we have to be careful of like driving these arguments to the extreme, because as Layne demonstrated in his takedown of Asprey,
Mm-hmm.
he shows a study where we didn't read the study, but he basically claims that
The meta-analysis is shown to be healthy for humans. Or
well, yeah, he shows a meta-analysis for humans
yeah.
where it shows positive health outcomes, but he also shows that another one referencing the fact that phytic acid is like basically a non-issue in oats because
Mm.
it's lost when it's cooked.
Mm.
That's what he says.
Is it true or not? He has a screenshot of a study. We'll take
Yeah.
him at his word.
I mean, whether it's true or not, I don't think matters. Or rather, it's not worth fussing over. To what extent is phytic acid a problem? Like,
Yeah.
we're never gonna stop people from eating oats.
Yeah.
So, and the pushback is against like oats ever becoming like the main protein source, which is funny. Actually, most dietary protein around the world comes from cereals currently.
Wow.
There's a fact. So should we
Wow.
double down on that, or maybe look the other way, like in the opposite direction? I would argue we should look in the opposite direction instead of doubling down. Like most of the world is already on a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
Like 60+% of calories coming from plant foods. Most dietary protein coming from cereals.
Yeah.
So people are getting most of their protein from things like wheat.
Oh my God. So basically zero protein.
So basically, yeah, no real protein.
Yeah, it's just because the protein that they measure is just a proxy. It's not actual protein content. It's just
Correct.
Nitrogen value.
Correct. Crude protein.
Crude protein. So we're assuming that's how much you're ingesting.
Yeah, which is like the same standard that Beyond and Impossible used to measure that protein in their food.
Yeah.
Which, there was recently was a lawsuit. I think it was to one of those companies, maybe Beyond. I forget the details. But the thing is, someone caught them lying on their labels, saying like they don't actually have 20 grams of protein per serving. It's actually like 12. So they lied about like 30 to 40% of the dietary protein.
Yeah.
That's usable by humans.
Savagery. Anything in the name of money.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
Human health, man. That's what matters. Anyway,
That is what matters. Um, but we have to be careful about demonizing whole food groups,
yeah,
or like pretending that a food like oats is the destroyer of worlds, because then we're falling in this rhetoric where it's kind of like how vegans will claim that beef is the destroyer of worlds, and they have their set of facts that they truly believe, but they're complete inversions of the truth. But
yeah,
anyways, we have to be careful because oats are fairly innocent, innocuous to some people. Like some people have oats every day, and they're gonna be like, "What? Oats are bad for me?" Like
yeah,
this guy is crazy.
yeah,
This
yeah,
guy's crazy. I'm not gonna listen to. Therefore, I'm not gonna listen to. If Dave Asprey says this, and Paul Saladino say this, and Liver King says this, I'm not gonna listen to what ButterFueled has to say, or this guy Sean Baker.
yeah.
Because they're all in on the same group.
They're all saying oats are killing you.
Yeah, oats are killing you, man.
Your oats are killing people.
Yeah,
That's
we have to be
that's just
careful.
crazy.
You have to be careful.
Yeah,
Humans are extremely resilient. Like, you can, and this is an extreme example, but you can. Some people get away living long lives, and they drink a lot.
mm. Yeah, that's true. You always hear a story about someone that smokes
Yeah,
and is in their 90s.
and is in their 90s. So
Uh,
it's
we're pretty resilient.
yeah, yeah,
What we want to do though is live to 200.
correct.
We don't know. Obviously, we're not.
Live till 200, in spite of being stunted in our child growth and development.
Mm,
That's even more impressive.
yeah,
And because then maybe our children will get to 400
yeah. With
They'll-
the right foods.
with the right foods. Maybe I'll get
Oh.
to see them become the first human giants.
Even the camera shaked.
Yeah, earthquake.
But yeah, no, yeah, we definitely want to get to advanced age and be strong and healthy and productive, not at a feeble, weakened state,
Yeah, dependent state.
on a dependent state where you're a burden to your family because you can't take care of yourself. So now your family is taking care of you, or they send you off, whatever. That's not a future that I want for myself. Obviously, not a
Definitely
future
not.
that you want for yourself.
It's not a future we want for anyone.
Yeah,
For anyone.
yeah.
And you shouldn't either.
You shouldn't. Come on, you're better
Yeah.
than that.
Not for yourself, at the very least.
At the very least.
Although you never know. I bet there's people out there thinking that's exactly what I want.
Well, that's your prerogative. That's their
'Cause-
prerogative.
And you're free to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But for those of us who don't want that,
We wanna give you the knowledge, the information
yes, the information.
uh, that will give you the best chances, right? We don't want to sell a guarantee of follow these steps and then suddenly you live to 1,000 or whatever.
No such thing. No
that's-
such thing.
That's a crazy claim.
Not even the longevity gurus can guarantee that. Which, by the way, I think is very funny that there's even such a thing as a longevity guru.
Yeah.
What the heck even is longevity, man?
The only way to be a longevity guru is to actually have achieved that longevity first,
Yeah.
and then share it with the people. But
These,
you gotta be 100 at least.
yeah,
just
not
for you
being
to
this
start talking about
over scientificized.
so over scientific, super scientific,
What's the
scientificized.
they should live to 100 instead of being this super scientific. Oh, here's this study where protein is bad for you, and then
Mhm.
next year it's protein good,
Yeah.
and then next year it's like, guess what? Working out good for you. It's like it's groundbreaking, man.
Yeah.
It's like let's just stick to what we know.
Keep it simple, man.
Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest thing about carnivore.
Yeah.
It's how simple it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And yeah, no, I love carnivore because it's so simple. Just eat animals. Animals got you covered. They really do. I
That's
think that
it.
makes perfect sense, you know.
That yeah.
And
Yeah.
plants are, I'm not gonna say plants are killing you, although I do think you should avoid cereal and seed oils
Yeah.
and bread, you know. And if you wanna be the guy who's like, oh, but I make bread from einkorn because it's an ancient grain, or I make bread from spelt. I've never tried any of those. Go have at it.
Go have that. Never heard of any of it.
Yeah.
For throughout my entire
Can
existence.
cattle eat it? Because I'd rather give them ancient grain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Grain, ancient grain-fed cattle. Now that's a product.
Yeah, no GMOs, no nonsense.
Uh,
You know, it took 1,000 times more effort to grow this grain because it's not it's not monocropped.
where are these people getting this? I mean, it's probably some easy answer, but where are they getting this ancient grain? Are they like somehow someone decided, oh, I'm going to store this grain to preserve its originality?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
somewhere.
Somehow, I don't know.
Where did all the grains come from, right?
Yeah, it's just I would think that by
They
now,
were discovered.
after every mutation or after every breeding of all these different grains to the modern grain, you would have lost that original one.
Oh, I mean,
I,
wouldn't you be glad that that isn't the case?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be glad that we haven't lost like the original strain?
I mean, I would prefer to know that the original strain is still around, but I would be doubtful that they were able to preserve the original strain.
Why?
It's just something that you will lose over time.
Who's they?
Well, the people,
The
that,
people
the,
at the top.
no, and just the I guess the farmers or whoever, the food scientists or whoever's hybridizing all these grains,
Yeah,
would just kind of hybridize it throughout, and just dropping each prior version
yeah,
along the way. I don't know. I don't know how this sort of food science works.
yeah. Well, I mean, there must be an original source to some region,
Hmm.
and someone just kept on growing it.
Yeah.
Someone was very based from the start. Was like, I'm not gonna grow this GMO wheat. It's bad for you. It's demonic.
This is evil.
Yeah, yeah. So thank God for that person, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna have spelt bread, then I guess that's better than
Yeah.
refined wheat fortified with vitamins
Yeah.
and made with seed oils and
And
vegetable glycerin, like
enriched, and whatever keyword you want to throw in it.
yeah, no, like white bread, man. Like, come on, that's like fake. That's fake bread.
Yeah.
It's fake bread.
Yeah.
It's fake bread. But yeah, plants. Anyways, plants are meh. Well, I like some plants. I'll be honest. For texture,
It just adds roughage to
yeah,
your meal.
yeah. Sometimes it hurts.
Uh,
Sometimes it hurts. I don't like it rough.
it just runs right through you. That's how you know you're
Fiber,
getting the best out of it.
fiber in, fiber out. Well, there's a whole crowd that says that it's the fibers will help, detoxify you.
Detoxify. Oh, it's pulling all the toxins as
Pulling
it
the
goes.
toxins out of you.
Wow.
I don't have all the answers, but
It must be fun to sell dreams.
I mean, I've even seen like some people advocate for like eating mud
Oh yeah.
because the mud
Oh yes.
detoxifies you.
Yeah.
Which, man,
It's just so complicated.
I haven't looked into that one, but jeez.
I haven't
Mud,
looked into
bro.
it. Yeah, could be a scam, could be real, and there's also placebo effect. But I keep it simple.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Beef and workout.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I think that'll do like 90%, 95% of the work.
Yeah.
And sleep, but we never get sleep. So
Sleep definitely. Yeah.
it's because we don't turn off the Wi-Fi router at night that we can't get sleep.
Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi signals is keeping us awake.
They keep us awake.
Oh yeah, they are hacking into our Wi-Fi and sending signals to our brain to stay awake.
What if that's true?
They're hacking our brains while we're trying to sleep, and they're saying stay up.
What if what you described is just a metaphor for social media?
The what?
Social media. What you just said. They are hacking the signal to hack your brain.
Yeah.
But it's not the Wi-Fi router.
It's not the Wi-Fi social media.
It's your phone. It's your social media. It's you scrolling.
Oh yeah.
It's you scrolling and scrolling. That is the physical manifestation of how they hijacked your brain.
100%.
Every time.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You can spend hours just scrolling.
Yeah.
In bed.
Hours.
That thing is perfectly designed to just keep. There's been so many humans putting so much effort into this app.
Yeah.
That is now efficiently made. So you can just so you can get stuck.
Exactly.
Absorbing, consuming.
I think that makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
That is the real threat, and not like
your
Wi-Fi router being on downstairs.
Yeah.
Downstairs, man. I mean, sure, maybe don't sleep with your Wi-Fi router next to your head. You know what I mean?
Don't sleep. Don't put your head on top of it.
Yeah, don't put it under your pillow. Unless you have an EMF shield guard on your pillow.
So you put on your guard, your EMF, and then you can use a router as
then that's the safest place, because you're just blocking it right at the source and right at what you want to protect it.
Yes.
But
you can stop the social media attack that's keeping you awake by turning off the router.
Exactly.
Because then I guess you could use mobile data, but it's harder now for you to have access to all of that.
Yep.
So that's probably the real benefit of turning off your internet.
I agree. I think that's, again, I think that'll do more for you than turning off your Wi-Fi router. Avoiding social media will do more for you, or like limiting it before bed will do more for you than turning off the Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
Other than, maybe physically turning off the Wi-Fi router has this placebo effect on you, because you're like, oh, I turned it off.
I suddenly feel no signals.
This is what I've been missing. This is why I was fat. Wi-Fi router.
So suddenly my body is just melting fat.
Yeah.
Because there's no Wi-Fi
seriously.
signal.
I mean, or, maybe like 30, 40 years down the line.
Yeah.
You won't get cancer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But, yeah.
I don't have all the answers.
So I guess the point of the Layne video and Asprey video was we don't want to fall, we don't want to, if the message that we want to convey is maximize your meat intake, maximize your animal food intake.
Yes, meat, eggs, dairy, and seafood.
Yeah.
An animal-based diet. It consists of meat, eggs, dairy, and seafood. You guys, and all these vegetables.
And that's it.
That is it, you guys.
That is it.
Go surf 3 hours a day, and you can look like me.
Get up at 4 a.m., do some grounding, do some stretching.
But record yourself all along.
Take your turn on the Wi-Fi because you had turned it off the prior night before. Turn on your phone because you turned it off the night before. Record yourself. Get back in bed. Wake up again.
Yeah.
Record yourself getting out of bed, grounding.
Get a second Wi-Fi router to turn it on as a prop because the other one is already on. Because you have to have the Wi-Fi on.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, you get it.
But yeah,
What were you saying?
the message is maximize your meat intake,
Yes.
and we don't want to destroy the carnivore message or dilute the message or scare people away from carnivore by kind of making these harmless seeming foods like oats that are on a larger scale, because you cannot compare oats to chocolate cake or brownies or ice cream, because those are definitely those are for sure people know. So yeah, you don't want to exaggerate these things as if they're just as bad as these other things, because then what you're actually doing is deterring people away from actually listening to what you have to say, which is, hey, let's have more meat and see your health improve, see your weight loss improve, see your mood improve, your energy improve, your muscle building improve, because now you're having more protein, actual protein.
Yeah. Improved metabolism, improved fat loss,
Yeah.
improved mobility and longevity.
Yeah.
Take that, David Sinclair. I'm going there. Yeah. You've seen that guy is like telling people that muscle is bad for you and protein is bad for you?
That's
Bro,
that's objectively false.
yes. And I don't want to look like him. So I wouldn't listen to him. I don't want to look like Dave Asprey.
Yeah, no, that's like one of probably the hardest obstacles to overcome in fitness, is to be out of shape and sell people your way of living as a way to be better, right? Because
That's very deep.
because you, at the end of the day, you can always physically look at someone and you'll know
If it's working or not.
if it's working or not.
Look at Layne Norton.
He's in pretty good shape. He's pretty strong.
Yeah. He wins in his powerlifting competitions.
Yeah, he's pulling up big numbers.
Props are due where props are due.
Yeah, so
Look at Sean Baker.
look at Sean Baker,
World-class athlete.
King Carnivore.
Yeah. King Carnivore.
the carnivore king
Yeah.
of the tribe, in my opinion, Sean Baker.
I certainly think so. I mean,
Yeah.
No homo.
He's like the carnivore papa.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish people give him more credit. I mean,
Yeah.
he could probably get more credit if he sold you supplements. But he
Yeah.
doesn't, because you're not deficient in supplements. You're not
Not-
deficient in organ meats.
Yeah.
Muscle is an organ, by the way.
Touche. You got those organ eaters.
Yeah. We're all organ eaters.
Muscle is my favorite organ.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mine is.
the bicep.
The papaya.
The beef bicep.
The beef bicep.
If you eat beef bicep, you'll get bigger beef biceps. I mean, bigger biceps.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, just be careful of like the language. Phytic acid.
Yeah.
Is it true? I think there are some studies that show like if you, I don't know, studies show they took two groups. They fed one oysters, and the other one they fed oysters and beans. And then the one that ate the oysters with the beans, I think it was beans or some sort of legume, they could detect almost to no zinc absorbed from the oysters. Oysters are super high in zinc.
Oh yeah, one of the definitely highest sources of zinc.
So something like that,
Yeah.
like You know, if maybe if you consume, if a large percentage of your calories comes from these foods, then maybe it's an issue there.
Yeah.
If you have a cup of oats with for your breakfast, maybe not so much,
Yeah.
right? Those makes the poison.
Which is something that,
Yeah, that Layne says all the time.
Layne says all the
And
time.
then some people would argue, why even try to balance poison?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I agree.
If you know at X amount it becomes poison, why bother tolerating to start with?
Because I'll tell you why. Oats are not my poison of choice. But what's your poison, right?
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, you have to pick your poison.
You have to pick your poison. And that comes taking the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Some people, I guess, want to pretend they won't choose any poison.
That they add maple syrup to their food.
Oh my God. You're so right. Then you see them, yeah, exactly. Then you see them adding justified maple syrup on beef patties with butter.
Because that's a normal thing.
Because it's ancestrally consistent, you guys.
Yeah.
We were eating papayas in tropical weather while sipping maple tree, boiled juice from the northern continents.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best of all worlds. Pineapples, tropical pineapples and mangoes, beef, butter, and maple syrup, baby.
Maple syrup.
Yeah. Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's the ultimate hack, right? When you can have all the world's food delivered to you, then that's how you are truly ancestrally consistent. Because now you have access to all the world's foods in one spot.
Yeah. Meanwhile, over here in the Northeast, where we are, remember how we talked to our farmer about the blueberries?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One harvest
One harvest of blueberries
a year.
Basically just for the month of July, for like 2 or 3 weeks in July.
Yeah. She
And
didn't have just like one harvest. I mean,
I mean,
no, it was like one isolated like occasion or like period of time
yeah.
where the blueberries
Yeah.
uh
We're ready to be harvested.
were ready to be harvested.
Yeah.
So definitely it's not even a season long thing. Could she set up in a way that maybe she gets it throughout the season? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a farmer, but I'll tell you what, we certainly cannot get blueberries year round
Definitely not.
if we grow them locally. Maybe you can get them in tropical weather. I don't even know where blueberries grow, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. It illustrates the point that fruits only happen once a year, depending on the type of fruit.
Yeah.
So should you be consuming that fruit consistently throughout the year? That's a question, right? We don't have an answer, and we can look at history, we can look at our past to sort of come up to an answer. But obviously, things are more complicated than just that's the answer.
And things are way more convenient now. Like, I don't even think, I would speculate rather, that back in the good old days, you couldn't get mangoes and papayas and bananas year round, even in the tropics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, because now you're getting it from like this farm who optimizes to output these goods year round, right?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make a business.
Yeah.
But in nature, these things would just kind of like happen, I guess, sporadically, like here and there. And then if you were lucky to find the one that was ripe enough and eat it before any birds or insects or small animals, rabbits, monkeys, whatever, like got to them before. Deer, like, good luck.
Yeah, you have to outcompete the animal. That's the herbivores that are obviously they're even more optimized to finding fruit, right? They have much better sense of smell, sound, better hearing. So they're very well with
That's facts, man. There's no denying they have better sense of perception.
better sense of perception
Yeah.
of their surroundings. So
For a reason,
yeah,
right? Animal eat plant, human
exactly.
eat animal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have our traits.
Yeah.
But back to the phytic acid and Dave Asprey.
We've been trying to talk about this.
Avoid the trap.
Avoid the trap.
These are traps, guys. You guys, they are humans. These are traps set out for you. A trap is you think oats are the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the trap. Oats are meh at best.
Yeah.
You want to eat horse food? Hey, you can eat dog food too.
Yeah. So basically, we want to inform you. It's up to you to make the decision. And obviously, it's actually way simple. But if you want to learn more about carnivore, learning about the foods that will make you feel good, that's what we're gonna be teaching. That's what we've been spreading through ButterFueled.
Yeah.
All these good things that no one talks about
Animal foods.
about animal foods.
Never about plant foods.
No.
But we also don't talk shit about them.
Yeah.
Except
Seed oils.
seed oils, cereals, and bread. It's those foods.
Yeah.
No, unless it's spelt bread. I only eat spelt bread I bought from Whole Foods.
Yeah, I saw a bag of spelt at Whole Foods, and I was like, I've never seen this. But suddenly, it's the thing that I'm missing. Okay.
Man, I don't know, but some spelt brownies
Spelt brownies.
sound like they could be good.
Hey, stay tuned for our next episode on spelt brownies by ButterFueled.
Animal-based brownies.
We'll make it animal based. We'll throw some ground beef, ground chicken, ground pork.
Take away the spelt.
We'll take away the spelt, throw some butter,
Animal-based.
bake it, throw some cream cheese, bake it again, twice baked,
And then cocoa powder,
and then cocoa powder.
because it's still brownies.
Because it's got to somehow end up in brownie form.
Yeah, because we said there's the one bad thing about carnivore. It's also the best thing. It's simple. But the other bad thing is that there's no sweets.
There's no sweets.
Except
That
for
is true.
bee vomit.
Bee vomit. Yeah, insect byproduct.
Yeah.
It's just as good as roach milk.
Yeah, I've heard cockroach milk is really high in protein.
Really, really good. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what you've been missing? Some roach milk.
Yeah. Hey, someone tried it a long time ago, and he was part of some indigenous culture. So indigenous cultures have been doing it forever.
For years before you even knew about it.
Yeah. So we should force it on kids because it's good for them.
Yes, so it's this ancestral superfood full of nutrients and magic.
Yeah. Even better, we can sprinkle some roach milk on oat milk. Best of both worlds to
Insect and plants. So insects and plants live together in the environment, and now you're having it together in your food. Wow. Boom.
boom, boom. Milk, real milk, dairy milk, cow milk, destroyed.
Absolutely. We've hacked it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the key to longevity.
Dude, it's only a couple of years before someone actually makes roach milk.
Yeah.
100%, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. 100%.
But don't eat the roaches, guys.
Try not to eat them. We don't recommend them.
Don't drink the oat milk for sure.
But if you use ancient cultures as a means to make your decisions, and you find an ancient culture that eats roaches and you think that's the best for you, I can't help you.
Yeah, you're on your own.
Good luck.
Good luck. Cool. I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thank you for watching our first ever, whatever this was,
It's just
improv episode. Dude, this was like a podcast in and of itself. We should just release it, put it on Spotify.
podcast, ButterFueled Podcasts.
I think it went pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you listen to this, let us know your thoughts and
Make sure, make sure to like, subscribe.
leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because we're not there yet. But maybe if enough of you leave the review there, they'll ask us to come on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. 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 So suddenly we're gonna be in all streaming platforms.
Our goal is to get banned off of all of them.
Oh, so
I
we
did-
should just start guns blazing on all platforms and see which platform we're left standing.
Yeah, I feel like that comment I made earlier is enough to get some death threats.
The product. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's we don't have that many viewers or followers on our channel, on YouTube channel, so it may take some time. It may be like one of those videos that comes up 10 years in the future,
Oh my God.
and then they clip it, and then it's like it's you just saying this. But maybe by then it'll be gone. We'll see.
I'm comfortable saying that out loud. I'll even say it again, but I won't. It's okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Follow ButterFueled and follow at ButterFueled Fitness for an animal-based carnivore approach to bodybuilding and sustainable weight loss. Thanks again.
Till next time.